do that.
Are you sure? Do you feel like, well, like you're at the bottom of a well?
Yes, I do. I do, sir.
Yeah, that's nuts. I've never tried web designing. Don't know nothing about it. Never built a website.
It went so much quicker in my head.
Oh, everything works out great in your head.
I'm like, oh, I got this. I got plenty of time.
Dude, you would not believe how good I play saxophone in my head. Like Kenny G.
You said that, and the first thing that came to mind was that Jack Black clip of him playing the.
That's one of the funniest clips I've ever seen.
Oh, I love it, man. I love that clip.
1, 3, motherfucker.
Oh, man. We need to get our hands on one of those things.
I think that would be seriously fun. We have a drone now, so now we need to get a megalophone or whatever he calls it.
I can't remember what he called it. Something crazy.
Oh, Jake, that's another guy that'd be a crapshoot inviting for a party, because you don't know. You're pretty sure he's probably going to be funny, but then Jack Black has got that strange, weird side too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not.
And I feel like he's got one of those personalities. Like if you give him he's probably got that one alcohol that he says doesn't agree with him, and if you give it to him, he just turns into a total dick. He's just a total dick to everybody.
Kyle Gass, bless his heart, when they're at parties, because he and Kyle Gass are Tenacious D. I know you knew that, but I don't know if everybody out there knows that. Anyways, Kyle Gass is a much more laid back kind of guy. So he's probably
very much so.
Yeah, he's probably the one when they're at parties. He's probably the one apologize. I'm sorry, you knocked that over. Really sorry.
Yeah.
He's diabetic. He shouldn't drink. Yeah,
Jack Black has got one of the most unique senses of anybody walking.
Yes,
he's so unique, man. I just think he's hilarious.
You know, one of my favorite performances of his was School of Rock.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie, dude. Yeah, that's an awesome movie.
Yeah,
and he's pretty good in the new Jumanji.
I've yet to see the old Jumanji, so I need to take care of that, because I know the missus likes The Rock, so Dwayne's in there.
You go. Yeah.
You know, go back. Hear me out on this. Go back and look at some of The Rock's earlier stuff, movie-wise.
Like WWE.
Oh, yeah, even WWE. And look at The Rock now. He's put on probably 80 pounds of muscle.
Oh, yeah, he's jacked, dude. He is jacked.
Insanely jacked. And I say that just because my wife, Jumanji movie, and he's also a hall pass. So
yeah.
If he comes over to the house, I need to find something else to do. And since I'm not going to be able to drive the pickup tomorrow because she's taking it, I'm going to have to drive the Buick.
When you go to Tulsa?
Yeah, I'm not happy about driving the Buick, but I'm going to have to.
It works sometimes.
Do what?
It's the way it works sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm not actually real about it. The only thing I'm kind of ticked about is they're going wedding dress shopping. Shandy's daughter's getting married, and Shandy and her mom are going. Well, you know how far away Shandy's mom lives? Mm-hmm. 175 feet.
To her house, yeah.
I was like, well, why don't you just take your mom's van? Her mom's got a little Chrysler Town and Country, gets good gas mileage.
Nice.
Yeah. So
you and I took that van somewhere.
Do what?
You and I took that van somewhere.
Oh, no. She's had 2 vans since then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She got a white. Oh, no. Actually, it wasn't a van. She got a white Ford Edge.
Oh, okay.
And she hated it. She didn't pick it out. Her husband just brought it home. Pops bought it thinking she'd like it. She freaking hated it. And she just wanted her old van back. Of course, to go to the dealership, it's almost like the movie Vacation, except for, they didn't bring it out in front of him, squashed, but the van was gone. I don't know if that van got sold, whatever. But he brought, he brought it home, and then she drove it for a couple of weeks, and then decided she didn't want it. And Pops has got enough stroke at that dealership that if he come in and said, she said no and fool with him. They know he'll be back because he buys a new truck every. So that's kind of sort of what they did, except for they couldn't give her a van back because it was gone. It was sold. So they happened to get their hands on a
sidetrack.
Wow, what are we talking about? Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, you know what? We got to lightly just let everybody down.
What happened,
See what I mean?
man?
We got to lightly let everybody down. Yeah, we went way off track because I remember.
I don't know how we got here, bro.
Wow. Do I leave it or do I go back and edit it and start again?
No, that's funny because we got so far off track, and I'm so high. I'm just listening to you on every word, hanging. Like, oh my god, this is the best story ever. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell are we talking about?
Well, yeah, we were on me having to drive the Buick to Tulsa, and she, anyways, the point was she could drive the van, her and her mom in the van to Tulsa, and she didn't want to drive the van.
I can't believe you remember how we started out.
I know, right? With my memory the way it is and how that comes back, but
I was hanging on every word you said.
It's about, you know what, when you're this high, you need to go find a program on TV about like hang gliding or something like that.
Oh yeah. Or like the dudes that wear the motor and then underneath the freaking hang glider thing, not the hang glider, the parachute.
Or Japanese people with kites.
Oh man. Oh, dude, I got really high one night. I watched the pumpkin chunking, or they built the catapult.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome, because they've got the trebuchets and the cannons.
Like, this is cool, man.
and like, when they put it in the cannon, it shoots out, but it explodes inside the cannon. They call that a pie. It pied.
Yeah, they got terms for it.
Yeah. Yeah, and he got the idiots in the field with the four-wheelers to mark the distance. But every once in a while, you'll see a shot come out, and then those four-wheeler guys are like, oh, shit. They got a trail. They got to keep going back further to try and mark this thing wherever it's at. So, you know, I know the chance of a pumpkin hitting them in the back of the head is about as big as a chance of a quarterback throwing an 80-yard pass and hitting his receiver in the back. But it could still happen, and that would hurt.
That's why I'm watching. I'm watching to see some pumpkin carnage. That's what I want to see.
My favorite thing, honestly, let's see. The slingshots, too. They got the trebuchets and slingshots. Yeah. And those slingshots, they'll wind those things up, and they'll just spin and spin and spin and spin and spin and spin and spin really fast, and then they'll let that pumpkin go.
I wish people could have seen you do
that. So that thing will spin its ass off, but sometimes it will spin itself to death. Like it'll just shake itself apart and just destroy itself, and that's what I tune in for.
I am too high for this.
How about you, ladies and gentlemen? Anybody out there too high for this as well? That's okay.
My God. I would pay money for a pay-per-view of that show, one of those shows right now. 1995, you got it, bud.
Pay-per-view. Pay-per-view event of the century.
Oh, my God.
Oh, holy crap.
I don't know, man.
Holy crap. Oh, one more thing, dude, before we get off here, because I want to tell you kind of what happened to me a little bit today, and it's kind of upsetting. Everybody else is probably going to laugh their ass off about it, but not me.
Okay, whatever.
So I'm driving in Tulsa, and I was getting hungry, and I thought, man, I'm going to go get something to eat. So I stop at this all-you-can-eat sushi place called Sake to Me, and walked in. What?
Is that the real name of it?
Yeah, Sake to Me. Yep. And anyways, I go in there and they said that, it says on the sign, all you can eat sushi. So I'm going in there to eat all you can eat sushi, and their sushi is $28.95 for the all you can eat. And I'm like, that's kind of a little steep for lunch. So I go back to the regular over at Fuji, which is at 71st and Memorial, sit down at the table, order the three, I was getting ready to order the 3 rolls that I normally would order there to start off, because what they did was you got 3 rolls, and then after that they would bring you a roll, 1 roll at a time. And that was the all-you-could-eat thing. I was getting ready to order it, and I just double-checked, and I was like, the menu looks a little bit different. Is there all-you-can-eat thing? Because I just ate sushi there last week, so they quit it. No more all-you-can-eat.
What?
So I was kind of pissed about that. I was like, I'm kind of hungry. I'm kind of wanting an all-you-can-eat place, and the freaking 2 all-you-can-eat sushi places. One's more expensive than well.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
A lot of stuff, and and the other quit doing it. So I'm driving back, and I come across the Golden Corral. I was like, well, that's all you need. I'll go in there. Let me make sure they're open, and I pull they're open, and I go in there and get my drink and the plate, and I got to pay for it, and I look up the sign, and the sign says senior discount 60 and over. The discount was 55, and I'm like 2 years away from that. They're like two years and a week away from that, and they're shorting me, dude.
They destroyed your dream, bro. Like you look very like there's some mental anguish going on over there. That bothered you.
I'm kind of pissed about it, to be honest with you.
Like you were counting the days down till you got that.
Well, not necessarily, but I'm
talking to management.
I'm getting old, and there should be at least some benefits to getting old. Well, now they're raising those benefits too. Jesus.
I'm with you though. Golden Corral would be a nice one, dude. That place, I like to eat there.
Yeah, and they've changed some things around. They've lowered the price of the lunch buffet, but what they did take off was the steak. If you want the steak on the lunch buffet, it's $3 more. So I'm like, whatever.
How do they police that? How do they even? How do you? Well, they got the steak. You got a little code to get through a gate to get to the steak area or something.
This is the greatest story of the story he'll never remember.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. I can't wait for you to trail off and forget where you're at in it.
Oh God,
dude, that would have been a heartbreaker for me because I was really invested in that story.
Oh my God, we gotta end this. We last called this 20 minutes ago, and we got patrons still waiting on drinks. So,
there we go.
Yeah, we'll sign this off regular like we normally do. My name is Big Titty. Thank you for being with us, and I'll see you later. Love you. Bye.
You guys get out there, kick the day in the ass, and take the fucking country back. Shiner out.
Word again.
This podcast sucks.